got turned around sideways, and David Fieber, nowhere to go, tried to stop sideways, slammed into the 71R, or 71D, check that. Greg Hill involved, the red number 8, Darrell Nelson, get caught up after the fact in the 44. Let's take a look, Jerry. This is a frightening moment. Great race for second place, Wohlers and Olsen.
Oh, it was Olsen.
Contact brings the 71 around. He does a double loop. Now everybody tries to miss. And then Fieber and Hill just nowhere to go. Wohlers is out of the car. Fieber is out of the car, out of his car. Down on the front straightaway. Safety crews, Gold Cross ambulance, all there to make sure.
Darrell Nelson must feel like a ping pong ball tonight in this feature, because he's
oh my goodness,
certainly not going the way he would want it to.
I think Nelson might have gotten some contact in there. There you see the damage to the side of Fieber's 00. The car formerly owned and piloted by Robbie Bunkelman. Bunkelman went back to blacktop racing in central and southern Wisconsin this season after several years on dirt. And I'm not sure if Fieber is this is a borrowed ride for him, or if he is the new owner of that 00, but either way.
Remember we were talking about what it costs to fix a race car?
There's just a pile of dollar signs down there, unfortunately. Thank goodness so far that we've been able to report nobody is hurt. Now Nelson's car moving, so he's going. Terry Lillo after the fact, the UPI car will follow and get out of the way so that the damaged cars can be tended to. Nelson's heading for the turn 2 repair area to just have things double checked. I think he just wanted to get out of the way, so he's being checked over there.
It looked like it's going to be a good night for Zach Wohlers, but he's had his share of bad luck here in the last few weeks.
Yeah, there's the bump. You see it at the bottom of the screen, and then the 71D around. And as you're spinning in the middle of the track, I told you earlier, these late models take up a lot of space. Watch Fieber's 00. He's trying to stop. Hill behind him, he's trying to stop. That is a hard lick at 70 miles an hour.
Yes, it is. I was saying that Zach Wohlers was out west with the Challenge Series and blew a motor out there, so this has not been fun for him.
He has had a tough night.
Yeah.
He's gotten caught up in more issues. That's been tough. Rose will bring his car up to the check area. Now, you would have to think the night is done, unfortunately, for Zach Wohlers. Good young racer, second generation driver.
I don't know, you get red green out there with some duct tape and
not this time, boss.
No?
No, not this time. Oh, this might take a little bit more Gorilla Glue than you might think.
So it was pretty obvious that Chris Olsen got into the back of.
Yeah, if we can take one
Zach
more look,
Wohlers.
I think Jerry's point is very valid here.
But,
not sure how the officials will call it, but let's if we can get one more look.
I mean, Chris is
Ask
pretty,
what he shall receive,
pretty
Jerry.
clean racer, so it's just things happen.
Yeah, it's a racing incident.
There it is, right there. Got him.
Watch the back end of
upset.
Wohlers' car lift.
Yep.
And around it goes. Back tires aren't even on the ground. Yeah, that was just an incident where
The first contact got it, the 71 upset, and then yes, cars can get upset, and then
it's an emotional thing.
More contact.
This is a lick, though. Man alive.
Yes.
That's so flush, and you're on the driver's side door. That's scary. Last car coming through here. I'm not sure if we can see it on the lower left. Nelson's car coming up against the back end of Hill's car there, just at the very end of that whole deal.
Give him a slight root.
Yep, just a little bump.
There we go.
Again, trying to stop and avoid, but going awfully fast. A very dejected David Fieber. Understandably so. His first visit here. Not real sure about the backstory of this young driver or the fact that he's running the Robbie Bunkelman 00 ride. But sure impressive.
Yeah.
All night long.
Running very well.
Top 2, top 3 in every race he's been in so far tonight, it seemed like. Wooler's car.
Things have a tendency to bite you really quickly in this sport.
Seems to me somebody here had a radar gun years ago, and we're doing trap speed readings down the straightaways.
Yeah, down the back straightaway. Danny McMahon, the late Danny McMahon, I remember this one for whatever reason.
Yeah.
108 miles an hour just on the back straightaway.
Now keep in mind, that's obviously, straightaway speed. You got to slow it down and go through the corner. And it's a big track. I don't think these guys were hitting those kind of numbers, but you have to figure by the time Wohlers was around and Faber slowed down to make the contact, they had to still been doing in the
60, 70
50,
miles
60,
an hour
70
anyway.
mile an hour neighborhood? No.
Yeah,
God.
probably.
It didn't scrub off that much speed, yeah. That was a lick.
Well,
That was a tag.
I remember them,
Frightening.
they love to play with now the timing and scoring deal now because they have that capability here. And I don't know, somebody was saying that they did, that had somebody had an average a couple of weeks ago, close to 85 miles an hour around here. Just an average speed.
Oh, I don't doubt that one bit. I don't doubt that one bit. I know we
Modifieds running 72 to 75 mile an hour average laps. Yeah.
I would think they'd be even faster than that because I know on a smaller track, Ashland uses the electronic timing system, and I know track speeds there get up into the mid to upper 70s for super stocks for a fast lap. So you'd have to think late models here, as big as this track is, as fast as this track is, and as fast as late models go, you've got to be well into that 85, 90 mile an hour neighborhood on a good, fast, clean average lap. Under caution with 4 laps into our second Amsoil Twin Ports 2025 feature. Steve Larson's 19 car, he is headed for the workstation for just a moment. Arm out the window, waving for some help. A little bit of tin hanging off the bottom of that car, looks like, under the driver's side door. The rocker panel came loose or something. Oh, that is exhaust pipe.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
Owie, owie. Hot, hot. Yep, you say. Don't, Dennis. Ow. Ow. Well, it's not an exhaust pipe. No. Oh, that was had me worried there, but that's a bar of some sort. Try and get that torn off of there. We've got a little pause in the action here.
It'll lighten it up a little bit, right? Yeah.
Hopefully not too much.
Not too much.
If he's a top 5 runners, that's
we have a minimum weight.
Yes, we do.
Somebody running for
tools, yeah. And time is kind of running out for that work over there in the corner. You've got a couple of cars up in turn 2 being serviced, and then of course Fieber's car now on the flatbed on the front straightaway. There's Mark Rose again. That's just been a tough night for him all the way around. He has just been caught up in, seems like, every incident here this evening. Even a couple in classes that he hasn't been running in, it seems like. There's the damage you see to Fieber's car. Ouch. And even more ouch on the passenger side where the heavy contact was with Wohler's 71D. They ain't going to hammer that one out anytime soon. Trevor Wilson stole the lead away on the restart from Wohlers and led the last 3 laps before the caution came out. What a nice story it would be to see him come away with his feature win.
I guess. That's a
young man from right here in Superior. A street stock track champion. I don't know about here, but I know he's won one. in Ashland. I don't know if he's won a title here when he was in the street stocks years ago.
Sorry, I don't remember that. But
Moved to the super stocks, had a pretty successful career.
Successful career in the supers. Decided to go all in and get a late model. What, 2 years ago now?
Yeah, this is his second or third year, I think.
And this is the best I've seen him run a late model.
He's catching on in a hurry, isn't
Yep.
he? He's liking it.
So look who's looking over his left shoulder. The old man in the sea, Mr. Tim McMahon. Would you believe the 1988 Wissota National Late Model Champion?
Yes, I can.
Yes, 1988. We were talking a while back, and I don't know what I said, but he said, "Well, I raced with you." And
That had to make you feel good.
Oh, great.
Or it had to make him feel good, one or the other.
One or the other.
Tim's got more miles around this racetrack than most of the tractor drivers that prep the track.
Tim, then the water truck.
Yeah, first, second, yeah. McMahon will restart second. Kyle Peterlin in that 23 car will restart in third. He has not had the kind of night that you would expect out of him. We're going to get another look. Here is again the incident involving Wohlers and Chris Olsen.
There he goes.
Wohlers' car lifted up off the ground a bit, and it goes around.
It almost looked like he checked up slightly.
Well, I think the car was upset because Olsen gave him a little root right there. There was 2 hits on that one. The first one got the car upset a little bit. The next one was, 360s down the front straightaway.
Wohlers kind of had the line as he slid up in front of, but he had the line. I guess you got to give him the room, and Olsen just a little closer than he wanted to be, and I'm sure Chris didn't do it intentionally by any means.
Sure he did. I watched Chris Olsen the last 3-4 years when he started showing up here in a late model. Does not race like that.
No.
Not on purpose. So just
And here it is when you kind of stop it. You see, there's that
stuff happens.
right there, that little bump right there.
That sideways just
That's
crossed.
the first to upset the car.
Yep, crossed across
And
the
then
bow.
caught him again,
Yep.
and the way he went.
Slid up into his line and just got caught. And Olsen certainly not meaning to do it. It wasn't an intentional hit by any means, and I'm sure not thinking that all would have happened as a result. But like you say, Jerry, we've said so many times, it happens so fast here.
Looks like we got about 18 cars left out of the original 24.
Olsen going to the back of the field.
It's been a tough 4 laps.
Yeah. Wilson in the 87, your leader. McMahon in the 11D opting for the inside of row 2. Peterlin in the 23 to the outside. Look who's restarting in 4th. Right there, Jeff Provenzino. That 28 car sneaking up. Provenzino started outside of row 5. He's better than halfway to the front. Greg Ferris is 14F, restarting in 5th. Todd Gell in the 71 in 6. Steve Larson in the 19 in 7. Harry Hansen in the 7 and 8th. The 8 of Greg Hill in 9th. And the 3C of Bobby Carlson in 10th. 21 laps to go. That is for second. Right behind Gill in the 6th spot. Harry Hansen in the 7th. With a caution flag coming out.
The leader went around. Let me get it.